to defend.
So they'll give them a yard short, 3rd down and 1, up around the 18-yard line. Triple option look. Cruiser will go under center. Man in motion. He fakes the handoff. And bottled up near the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if he has forward progress to get that 1st down.
Great job by Brady Gassman, just crashing right inside on him.
You're going to say no gain. Maybe lost half a yard. And it's 4th down coming up. I imagine they go for it up around the 18-yard line. 4th down and 1 at the Vikings 18. It will be Cruiser under center. And whistles and a timeout on the field will keep things right here.
So it's homecoming 2017. Does homecoming play a factor in the hype of the football player? Is it a distraction? Is it a good thing?
I think it can be a distraction, I suppose. You got a lot going on during the week. It's taking your focus off of your normal routine. You don't have homecoming every week, so your preparation weeks are different. With all the things going on in school, I suppose that's possible, but Klepp might disagree with that.
Oh, and were there a lot of things going on in school this week?
Yeah, with all the dress-up days every day during the week, it's just a lot different than the usual day. So, yeah, there's a lot of distractions all this week.
So the question is, did you learn anything this week? I mean, you better be careful.
Well, of course
he did. Be careful here.
You had plenty of fun, and you learned a lot, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Never good when you got a cough here.
Brad swallowed a frog.
I did. 4th down and 1.
Give to Lichty up the middle. Oh, no, it ended up going to Cruiser. I thought Lichty had the ball.
Quarterback keeper, and it's Cruiser in for the score.
Thought they had him initially stopped, but he squirted through and went all the way to the house for a touchdown.
I was watching the fullback. I thought he had the ball. That goes to show it's just so hard to really tell where that football's going. 2 guys tackled him. I thought they had him wrapped up short of the 1st down, and all of a sudden the quarterback is in the end zone.
They've run this offense for years, I think all the way through their youth, so they do a nice job with the ball handling.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating to play defense against it.
McMillan on a kick. Point after is good.
All tied at 7. Here we go, all tied at 7. With 7:53 left in this 1st quarter, it's the Vikings on to Wisco Radio. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. I'm back.
Good to have you back, Brad.
I've done a lot of games, guys. I've never had a moment where I couldn't even talk.
Thought we were going to lose you there for a minute.
Wasn't even eating anything. So the best is always trying to eat popcorn and try to call a game.
Right.
And invariably, you get some caught in your throat. But I'm back. 7-7 is our score here. A wobbler. And we picked up by Lee, fakes a handoff, near side to the 15, makes a cut up the middle of 25,
got
30,
room.
The 40, sideline 45, midfield 45.
He's still on his
at the
feet.
30.
Gone.
He's on his feet. The 20, the 10, 5,
Flag.
touchdown.
There's a flag down at the 18-yard line.
Flag comes in late, way back at the 18-yard line. I don't think it mattered, but they called it.
Wow.
It would appear that the Mount Horeb sideline would disagree with what that call.
And actually, one of the emphasis this year, guys, I've been told by the officials, is if it's away from the play, has no impact on the play, they're telling the officials, don't call it. Of course, we didn't see it, what happened, but that is a point of emphasis.
Looked like there was one Reedsburg defender on that side where Caden was coming up, and he was blocked legally. I didn't look at the backside, but sure didn't look like there was anybody in any danger of making that tackle.
Blaine,
So,
can we get an instant replay?
nonetheless, that was a nice return by Caden,
It was.
and I thought was very good blocking.
Oh, they're going to march him all the way back to the 10-yard line. Now have to do it the old-fashioned way. First down and 10 Vikings. Game tied at 7 versus visiting Reedsburg. Fake the handoff. Hagelin has a clean pocket. Steps up. He'll throw. Middle of the field. And looking for Classy. Up top, Classy. Catches at the 47-yard line. It's got to be careful after the play. But a very athletic play, and the Vikings back in business.
Defender had a good mitt full of jersey there as well, and TK was still able to go up and bring that down. That's like the second or third time he's done that this year.
That's what you'd call a 50-50 ball, and Travis is going to get every one of those.
He gets them all.
Been really impressed with his play, both sides of the ball this year. He's been certainly a team leader. First down and 10 Vikings after 28 on that pitch and catch. It's Winston left and spun around up near the sticks after a nice cut inside.
Ernstmeyer
And
on the
one
tackle.
Thing, actually, I think I was standing up next to you in Oregon, and we're talking about Malik early in the year.
Yes.
One cut and go, right?
Yeah.
And last year maybe dance a little bit, but this year really that one cut and he's up the field. That's what you like out of running back.
That's a confident running style.
We'll call it second down and a short one up near the 47 of Reedsburg. Hagelin, he'll roll to his right. Gonna set, gonna throw downfield, and
Classy again.
And Classy had it. Did he catch it?
He caught it.
Like it hit the ground, but Classy inside the 5-yard line.
Slipped through his hands and got down on his leg, and he was able to regather it.
Heck of a play by Classy, and the Vikings have first and goal.
It was one of those couple guys converging on him. Maybe he kind of peaked a little bit, but he was able to make that grab. Another great catch.
First and goal at the 4. It's Hagelin shotgun, handoff Winston. Winston up the middle, puts his head down. He's drilled up near the 2-yard line, but give him a score. And the Vikings go up 13-7. You guys better be doing some basketball recruiting these athletes on this field. What do you think?
Let's see, number 6 and number 2, they will be on the hardwood this fall.
Holy cow.
This winter, along with this young man right here.
Malik spent all summer playing basketball with us, so we look for him to have a great year.
Yeah, for sure.
Bertusati here, 6:38 left in this first quarter. Lines are down, ball down, kick up in the air, and he knifes it right. Thought it was going to be good, but our score 13-7 with 6:39 left in this first quarter. The Vikings on Wisco Radio. And we're back here at Mount Horeb High School. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Green, and Owen Ziegler with the call here tonight. Good to have you on board, Owen.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, nice to have some new faces.
You got your radio voice going home after getting over that cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long week.
I heard a little sickness going around in high school, huh?
Yeah.
People are getting sick already.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's gonna be a long year of people getting sick already. Orzewski and McMillan back deep for the lefty. Pertusati, end over end kick. Picked up by McMillan here near side the 20. Trying to find a seam, and he's stuck up near the 27-yard line. Scott Hall with the first hat on him. And forward progress up near the 29.
Jack Fry cleaning it up.
Jack's having a really good senior year this year.
Well, he's a kid that at the end of the last school year got like a viral infection and lost about 20 pounds and fought his way back, was able to get back in that weight room, built back up, and going into this game, he's the team's leading tackler on defense. So hats off to him for having a great start to his senior year.
3 drives, 3 scores for both teams. Reedsburg, their second drive of the game. They trail 13-7. Cruiser under center. And fakes the handoff again. Actually, did hand it off that time. And
number 40.
Yeah, Lichty there. This is the toughest offense to call on radio.
Well, yeah, you're not quite sure who's got that ball.
You never know. I have binoculars on, and I still couldn't see it.
44, 8, one of those 3 or whatever's going to get the ball.
Just close my eyes and guess. We'll give him 2. Why not? Second down and a long 8. Up around the 31-yard line. Cruiser under center. And fakes a handoff. Cruiser again left side. He did all the heavy lifting in that first drive, and he gets a couple more third and long coming up. It's practice and patience playing this team. I prefer the way Mount Horeb plays, but that's just me.
We all do. A little more aesthetically pleasing to watch, for sure.
And it has to be more fun for the boys, too.
Yes.
I come from the wing T realm. Not a bad offense, but it was no spread, that's for sure. Third down and 5, Beavers. Cruiser under center. Cruiser will pitch.
Toss fumble.
Ball and ground.
We got it.
Picked up. Near side.
Tyler Danu.
Dino with the scoop and the score. Bad pitch, their first of the game, and Dino takes it to the house.
Little option read there, and the toss right off his chest. Optimistic Tyler Dino, scoop and score.
Dino about 32 yards unofficially on that scoop and score. Nobody in front of him. And one of the leaders on that defense gets a defensive touchdown.
That run wasn't going anywhere anyway. We really had that bottle up. There was good pursuit. One of several guys could have scooped that up, but Tyler was Johnny on the spot.
They were running that option to the short side. That's a tough play to run for the offense.
Tough.
Not a lot of room to run. Bounces it right off the kid's chest.
Extra point this time is up and good. It's a 27 Vikings lead with 5:02 left in this opening quarter of the Vikings on Wisco Radio. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School as the host Barneveld, Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings up 20-7 off a 32-yard touchdown scamper by Tyler Dino. I'm not sure he thought he was going to have a touchdown here tonight.
Probably not.
He's going to go home with one.
But he looked prepared to scoop and score right there.
It back, I tell you that.
That is what they practice. If you get it, you're taking it to the house.
Trouble in the press box. Somebody check their IDs.
Security.
Check their IDs. Snow cone.
You know, Tyler's another kid who's worked really hard in the weight room in the off season, and it really pays off. He's a kid who's hard-nosed defender. He runs downhill to make tackles.
Yep.
And that time he ran downhill into the end zone.
Orzewski and McMillan back deep. 27 Vikings lead here in the first quarter. 2 offensive scores and 1 defensive score. It's Perchasati, the lefty, end over end short kick picked up by Orzewski. Starting up the middle and going to be taken down right side on the right hash, up around the 17.
Jack came flying right down through the middle, wrapped him up.
What kind of weapon is that to have a sophomore kicker, left-footed kicker like he is? He's got a really lively leg. He is a very strong kicker for a young man like that. I would think that he'd be able to kick at the next level, at some level.
I saw him kick a 45-yard field goal into the wind in 8th grade. That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
TA, he wasn't quite as good a kicker as you, but he's close.
That is
He was
rare.
close.
First down and 10, Reedsburg from their own 18-yard line. Vikings up 27 just like that. Cruiser going to hand off, and nothing doing left side.
Looks like some adjustments have been made.
Lichty on the carry.
Lichty, the ball carrier. Loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 12.
And he actually loses a couple. Second down and 12 back near the 16-yard line.
So do we see them do something that they're not accustomed to doing, throw a ball right now?
I was going to say, what do you mean, throw the ball?
Well, that is a problem with this offense. You get down, it's tough to come back. They're ball control. They do try to throw it.
Threw that right in Miles Steinhaus' hands. He wasn't ready for it.
And, yeah, the best receiver was wearing red, and McMillan not going to like his quarterback after leading him out dry on that one.
Yeah.
He got lit up. 3rd down and 12 coming up.
You got Miles Steinhaus playing back at safety tonight, and Travis Classy over at corner.
3rd down and 12. Clock stopped here. We are 4:19 first quarter. Cruiser goes under center. Man in motion is McMillan. They'll pitch it near side, trying to find the edge. At the 20. Play blown up. He keeps his feet up to the 26. And going to see here maybe a yard short. Or close to the sticks maybe. I don't know.
About a yard short, I think.
About a yard. Boy, Brady Gassman just blew that thing up.
Jack Fry got outside that, and Brady came flying in from the backside there. Good play.
So they're going to mark it at the 27. And going to be a full yard short. And here comes the punt team for Reedsburg. Travis Classy will return the punt. McMillan, the special teams, everything. He'll be punting from his own 15-yard line. 4th down and 1 on the books. McMillan gets a good snap. And it's a high wobbler. Classy watches it. Angle out of bounds. He's actually going to pick it up and then softly go out of bounds up near the 33-yard line. He's probably just padding his stats there on number of completion.
Didn't help his return
Didn't help
average.
his
There.
average.
No.
And right at the 34-yard line, 1st down and 10 Vikings. They've scored on drives of 80 yards and 90 yards. That's pretty good. And then a scoop and score by Dino.
That's a pretty good first quarter.
Both drives just 4 plays.
It's been the aerial attack tonight.
27 is the score. Vikings up here in this first quarter. It's Hagelin. Throw the little bubble screen. Left side, Steinhoff trying to find the sideline and gets escorted out of bounds up near the 39, maybe the 40-yard line.
Good job by Tyler Kruba holding his block out there without holding, giving Miles some extra yardage on the edge out there.
That's one thing about these receivers. That's how Malik is getting the yards, or yards after a catch, the way our wideouts block.
They're doing a great job. And you don't see a lot of flags thrown against them.
3:03 left in this first quarter. 2nd down and 5. Hagelin fakes the handoff. He throws near side, has Classy, tries to reach out for it and can't bring it in. He was wide open and could not connect. 3rd down coming up.
Little fake bubble go, and he was about 10 yards behind everybody. Sometimes those are the hardest ones to complete.
Well, the heart beats a little faster, I'm sure, as the quarterback
does.
when he sees this guy wide open.
Just
a little
a
extra juice behind it.
A little more air underneath that one, and Travis would have walked into the end zone. Really nice play.
Charlie Fish wide right.
Hagelin, shotgun handoff. Malik up the middle. Malik trying to find that 1st down marker and gets up near the 47. That's enough for a Vikings 1st down.
Linemen
patient
just
run.
staying on their men, but him just picking his going right, going left, just picking his way through there.
I think that's a difference you see from last year. That's maybe a 2-yard gain. This time it's upwards near 7.
Yeah.
Well, when you think he runs like he's a senior, but he is a junior, and he is really a patient runner.
We'll mark him down for Nia.
Very
A high snap, and Hagelin brings it down, and Winston moves the pile up inside the Beavers 6.
He's averaging 7.9 yards a carry, so going from that 2-yard carry to 7, that's about right.
He's positive yardage on every carry.
Yeah.
He doesn't go backwards.
No, he does not.
A little different watching a game up here than in student section on.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter.
Second down and 4. Maybe not as much fun, but classy with the reception near side. He's tumbled down up at the 31, but that's a Vikings first down again.
And most guys would just take the yardage step out of bounds. Not Travis. He turns right back into the field of play and puts his helmet right in the guy's chest.
We have very physical wideouts that love the contact.
2:12 left here. The clock will run in this first quarter. First down and 10 at the Beavers 31. Heavy formation to the left. No receivers to the right. Shotgun for Hagelin. He will hand off. Malik.
A lot of room.
Left side, puts his head down up near the 21-yard line. Awfully close to that first down marker. One cut and go.
Burst. He was downhill in a hurry right there.
Good acceleration. Plants the foot and just goes.
Second down and 1 up around the 22-yard line. Be nice to get a score here and create even more separation. A 27 Vikings lead. An equipment timeout here.
Makes it a little more difficult for Reedsburg to be patient with 15 play drives when you're down by 3-4
Yes, this is
scores.
a team, they need the lead and they need to run the ball and control the clock.
They're
They
trying
are
to shorten the game.
Not a big play offense.
No.
Second down and 1. Vikings are clicking on all cylinders on this drive again. Their longest of the game. Thought that there was a whistle, but nope.
Everybody
Play
kind
resumes.
of everybody kind of stopped.
Pass
stood
near
up.
side. And
Forward progress is going to put him right at the stick for Caden.
that Lee.
Caden Lee on the catch, yep.
And they're going to say maybe a modest gain.
Oh.
Or are they to the 21?
Looks like a first down from, I know I'm not right next to the chains, but it looks like it's pretty close to a first down. He's just short.
Should have mic'd up on the officials we know very well out there on the field. That'd been a fun
That would have been great.
experience. We won't call his name out on the radio in case he does some bad things, but Mount Horeb native.
Checking right now.
Well, measurement, if anything, he's going to be about the nose of the ball short, but I think he's got it. First down.
How to get to the 21, got past it. First down and 10. 8 play coming up on this drive. 1:15 left in this first quarter. Been a lot of points and excitement in this homecoming game. We were tied at 7, and the Vikings have scored 2 straight. First down and 10 now. They'll set the chains up around the 21-yard line of Reedsburg. Hagelin looks left. He's going to throw.
Crew ball.
Sideline, left side. Up top, crew ball goes for it. Couldn't haul it in. Tough pass, but had his hands on it. It's second down coming up.
Had a safety coming down on him. Sorry, Jack.
No, you're good.
He just couldn't hang on.
I was going to say, Tyler's just another one of those physical wideouts. Does a great job of bringing the ball in. That was a tough one, a little bit too high. But he's a good pass catcher, a good physical blocker.
He has big hands, and he can really get up. So he is a good target for Luke to throw the ball to.
Second down and 10 play. It's Malik off left edge. Eludes 2 tacklers and fights his way up inside the 15, maybe the 14-yard line. Yards after contact, right?
He ran through like 3 guys. It looked like there was going to go for about 1 or 2 yards, and he just peels right past him. his lower body is just so strong, it's just hard to bring him down if you try to tackle him up around his shoulders.
We'll call it 7, 3rd down and 3 coming up. What do you think you're Owen? What's your play call?
Give us a Tony Romo. He'd be able to tell us where it's going every time.
I'm going to go with quarterback keeper, left side Hagelin. Eluding tackler, spinning inside the 2-yard line, fighting for the end zone, and he's going to be about a yard short. He will run the ball.
He is not a little guy. He's 6'3". He's
Legit.
put together.
He's not football 6'3". He's actually 6'3".
Correct. That's right. That is out of cleats. He's 6'3". He's a good-sized kid.
Will be 1st and goal, and they will let this first quarter clock run down. And our score 27, but the Vikings threatening once again right here on their home turf. It's Homecoming 2017 right here on Wisco Radio. And we're back here at Mount Horeb High School. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Green, Owen Ziegler.
I'm watching her now.
No sideline reporter tonight. They're on assignment.
Johnson's skirting his duties tonight.
He's at the Brewer game, I think.
They're on assignment in Milwaukee,
Yeah.
and he just called in.
On assignment.
In the bottom of the 3rd, it's the Brewers over the Cubs, 3-2, with 1 out and runners on 2nd and 3rd.
All right.
Thanks, Sean.
We need 27 outs before I will talk about the Brewers after the last 2 nights. As Daryl Osterloh, our resident Cub fan, comes in the booth.
Oh,
I would boo you right now, but you're a good friend.
You can still boo him.
you can.
Hagelin with the handoff right side.
Every Viking
And
player
Jack
has their
Fry.
hands up as a touchdown.
And they're going to say a Vikings touchdown. Well, that Jack Fry coming in, getting some action near the goal line.
Touchdown Vikings.
First play of the 2nd quarter. Took him 9 seconds to run 2 yards.
I thought Jack was faster than that.
I thought so too. I'm not judging.
So, Owen, you're in a 40-yard dash against Jack Fry.
Still no chance.
We're trying to find somebody that you're faster than Owen right now.
Not many people.
Probably me, Coach Preen. You
For
beat
sure
us in a
me.
sprint for sure. No doubt about it.
Extra point up, and another one good for Prutusati. And our new score, 27-7, Mount Horeb, Barneveld on top of Reedsburg. We'll take another break. The Vikings on Wisco Radio. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Green, and the heavy hitter, Owen Ziegler, here tonight.
I know.
Hopefully we don't scare him off, and Owen actually will want to do this in the future. He's probably questioning why he's here right now. But we're going to rope him in here and make him stay the whole time. So.
Well, we're proof positive you don't have to be that good, and they keep asking you back.
No, heck no. All you got to do is be able to flap your gums. You don't have to even know what you're talking about, Owen.
No. And if
This is radio. Nobody even knows if what we're saying is
Don't even
right.
look
It doesn't
good.
even matter.
If they don't have any video, we're golden. That was Blaine's mom, if you could hear.
Orzewski and
Bestel.
McMillan. End over end kick will be sailing into the end zone. Must be a little wind at his back, I would think, yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
We're not feeling much of a breeze here in the booth.
There's no breeze up here.
Wait, look at the flag. It's not too much. He kicked that into the end zone.
Just
It's
enough.
a typical 7-yard deep for Chris.
27-7 is our new score.
So does Reedsburg abandon their philosophy of pound the rock and go to the air, or do they just stay with pounding the rock?
They pound the rock.
Got to pound the rock, Jack.
That's what they do.
Okay.
99.9% of the time.
Can't change who you are mid-game, can you?
No. That's a 15-year program right there. Brian Pottinger.
First down and 10. Reedsburg from their own 20-yard line. They will run left side.
Jack Fry got in there and tripped him up
And
for only a
McMillan
couple yards.
Off the edge. And he gets a couple.
Pick up of 2, brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 for the Beavers. At their own 22-yard line, they trail 27-7. Cruiser will hand off up the middle to Licht. Gets near the 26, and it'll be a third down coming up.
Well, that first drive, Reedsburg had plenty of success, and since then, the Vikings have kind of put the clamps on them.
Yeah, their
See if
second
they can
drive
continue.
was when Dino scooped the ball up for about a 32-yard scamper, and that put them up 20-7. And big moment in the game for sure. Third down, long 4. We'll call it up near the 26-yard line. Cruiser under center. McMillan in motion. He will fake the handoff. He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing in there for the quarterback.
It shows what we've learned since that first possession. That play went for good yardage on their first possession.
Yeah, Cage Schultz in there.
He
6'1", 295 senior.
Fakes it to the right and turns left, and he was standing right there for him.
Fourth down play coming up. Potential 3 and out again for Reedsburg. Just be 2-0. McMillan stands at his own 15. It's Travis Classy at his own 42. McMillan sets for the punt. Heavy pressure. Scott Hall almost got there. Classy will run up on it and loses the ball. And we'll see it's a scrum for it. A short kick, and Classy had to come up on it. And it was fair game. Reedsburg thinks they have it across midfield. And it is Beaver ball.
Covered by the Beavers.
So a miscue on special teams, and Reedsburg has a little bit of life here and have the ball at the Vikings 48-yard line. Their best starting field position by far here tonight. 9:47 left in this first half. It's a 27-7. The Vikings lead. Brad Richardson, Mark Ferguson, Jack Green, and Owen Ziegler. We got a snow cone guys up here as well. Look at these two. I think they can just come up and own the place. Got a Nessine and a Manchester up here as well.
If they bring us some snow cones,
Yeah,
that'd
you
be
think
all right.
they would, wouldn't
I
you?
know.
Disrespectful, these kids these days. First down and 10. Beavers at the Mount Horeb Barneveld 48-yard line. Cruiser will keep it right side and tough sled in for about half a yard. It's a hard way to earn a living.
Classy did a good job taking away that pitch, forced him to turn that thing up inside where the whole defensive line was waiting for him.
Well, and as a runner like their quarterback is, he takes a lot of hits in the course of a game. Takes a lot of pounding.
Second down and 8 for Reedsburg at the Vikings 46-yard line. It's homecoming here for this Mount Horeb Barneveld program. Nice crowd here tonight. A little hot. Feels like August.
It's steamy.
Cruiser back to pass. He'll throw right side and nowhere close. It's incomplete. McMillan made the closest, but really the closest player was Classy. And it's third down.
Fry had the underneath out covered, and Travis was all over that deep out. Nowhere to go with the ball.
All right, Owen, play call. What do you think?
Run game.
Run game?
4 down territory?
I think it is.
At this point in the game?
You got to convert, right?
They do.
If they pick up a few yards here, a little shorter 4th down opportunity, they may do it. But 4th and 9.
Ziegler says run. 3rd down and 8. Cruiser under center. Fakes a pitch. Now a pitch to McMillan coming around. He's spun down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tyler Dino, not fooled at all.
Dino making plays. He was watching tape this week. 4th down coming up.
They like to run that option to the short side. Not a whole lot of room for that guy to go.
They brought a guy in motion and then tried to get the defense flowing to this side of the field and to bring a guy back on a pitch, and Dino was waiting for him.
Yeah,
great
Ziegler
read.
calls run. It's run. Nice call.
He's the Tony Romo of Wisco Radio.
And looking like they're going to attempt a punt anyway. 4th down and 8. Ball marked at the Vikings 46. It's McMillan, and flag comes in.
All start.
And
Reedsburg.
he's going to run for his life after he saw Eli Williams come
Probably
out.
lucky because Eli was going to take the ball and punt
He's
it.
hoping Eli heard the whistle, right?
That's a kid that plays downhill and angry, Eli Williams.
Yeah.
He is a good football player.
4th down and 13 after the penalty. Ball marked up around the Beavers' 47-yard line. McMillan now at his own 36. It's Classy at his own 19. See if this one they execute better. Good snap. McMillan gets off a better punt. Classy will track it down far side to 15. Has a blocker in front of him coming near side now, left hash to 20. Classy will cut back upfield and get up near the 24, maybe the 25-yard line.
Classy on the return. Brought down at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10
Defense
Vikings.
does their job. A 1st down and 10. Vikings at their own 25.
Looks like after that first possession, Mount Horeb has really made some nice adjustments.
Yeah.
Reedsburg's having a tough time right now getting any kind of yardage.
That first drive, they had some success up the middle. And we shut that down. Now they're trying to run on the edges. And our linebackers, you're not going to run on our linebackers on the edges. You're just not going to do it.
Corners coming up hard.
Yep.
There's no room to run.
No.
No room to hide.
Kai Kalscher is in as running back. 1st down and 10. Hagelin pump fakes right. Has time. Going to throw down the middle of the field. And overshot crew ball as he had a passenger at the 40-yard line.
He was wearing a Reedsburg defender
Yes,
like
he
a cheap
was,
suit.
right in front of the official.
We're not going to say that might have been interference, but that might have been interference.
That might have been interference. That ball was absolutely catchable if he's not draped on his back as he's trying to run. That would have been the only reason you wouldn't have called pass interference.
Lots of protection for Hagelin. He's going to hand off. It's Kalscher near side, and no running room for that play. 3rd down coming up.
Ty Kelcher's the ball carrier.
You want to chair there, Blaine?
Good chance to get a fresh running back in there. Fresh legs.
Got to give him a league a break from time to
You
time.
bet.
3rd down and 10. Vikings from their own 25, trying to get some positive yards. Here's Hagelin, rolling to his right. He's going to throw up in the air, and it's broken up. Dangerous pass, far side for Gassman. And it's a 4th down, their first 3 and out.
Pass is complete. Brady Gass, the intended receiver.
Defender got the red as the ball got there, and he just jarred it loose. Brady took a pretty big shot in the back.
7:22 left here in this first half. Stay tuned for our Vikings halftime show. We're going to have a special calling guest here, if I can get the technology to work. Mr. Bryce Hopwood. The Hopster is going to call us in from Texas. We'll see how hot it is down there. Might be warmer.
Hook 'em horns.
Might be warmer here. We'll see. So hopefully we'll get connected with our good friend Hoppy, who's down south. The punt near side. McMillan trying to find his sideline. Cuts inside now the 40. Up near the 45-yard line. Has some room. Midfield. McMillan inside to the Vikings 49-yard line, and Gassman cleans him up. And a flag came in late.
Jack Fry with just relentless pursuit. He got hit once, went down, got up, got hit again, went down, got up again, and started pursuing. That young man plays hard.
He plays hard.
Face mask against the Vikings.
Gassman and Classy wrapped him up, and somebody must have got just a piece of his face mask. I think it's only a 5-yarder. Yeah.
So they'll mark it just inside the 45-yard line. First down and 10. Beavers start once again inside the Vikings 45. Mount Horeb on top of this one, 27-7, 7:06 left here until halftime. It's Cruiser under center. Drops the ball. He's back to pass now. He's going to throw and overshot his man. I can see why they've only completed 7 passes this year. They just don't do it a lot. It's tough.
No, timing. That takes timing.
It really is.
It's not something that just happens on Friday night. His guy had a little bit of separation there, but he dropped the ball and didn't have enough time to gather himself and make a good throw.
Second down and 10 Beavers from the Vikings 45. It's always a tough matchup between these two teams. Always hard play. It's a handoff for Licht, I believe, getting up around the 39-yard line. What do we got for an update there in the MLB ranks there, Mark?
Still 3-2 Brewers. Top of the 4th. Cubs have 1 on, nobody out.
That's your Brewers-Cubs update for the time being.
You don't need to turn and watch it. We'll keep you updated.
Third down and 4 at the Vikings 39 for Reedsburg. Cruiser under center. Cruiser will keep the ball and nothing there. Right side. It's team
Punt.
tackling when you play a team like this. Scott Hall and company.
Punt it or go for it.
This will be a go for it.
Yep.
4th and 4, 4th and a short 4.
Ziegler.
Run or pass?
I think they're still going to go with the run, honestly.
Going for the run.
You heard it here.
4th down and 4 up around.
Owen gets this right. He might be looking to get an offensive coordinator position somewhere.
It's coming.
Anybody out there listening?
4 and a long 3. How about that? Because I can.
Yep.
Cruiser. He's going to hand off right side. Licht, and forward progress has him up near the 35-yard line.
Guy on this side, the official on this side of the field's got him short. Let's see where they marked the ball. Short.
Oh, they did put it back.
They put it back short of the 40.
Yeah.
Now Horeb holds.
Yep.
I think that was a friendly mark. That's all right.
Yes, I think it might have been.
Need to get fully to the 35. He got halfway between the 36 and the 35, and the Vikings turned him over.
Would that be the 35 and a half?
Could be.
Maybe in a quarter. Maybe in an eighth.
Which
It's so
direction you
close.
going?
I don't know. Well, now let's see how Owen does with this. Owen, pass or run? A little more diverse offense.
Maybe take a little time off the clock, maybe. Just go with start off the run.
They were gonna. We got flagged for procedure, but you're right. Run a little clock. So if you're sitting out there right now and you have a youth football team or maybe a college football team and you're looking for an offensive coordinator, I think we might have one here.
Owen Ziegler.
Owen
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ziegler.
Multi-dimensional.
He is.
Again, probably asking himself, how did he get in this situation? It's all good. Appreciate it. Malik Winston, right side, pounding his way up near the 44-yard line.
There's a young man from Reedsburg who, when he's eating his Cheerios tomorrow morning, is going to feel that hit.
Yards
Mason
after
McSweeney
contact.
said, I probably shouldn't do that again.
Youch. Malik was the hammer.
All the
He
way
was
to
the
the
nail.
45-yard line. We'll go out 3rd down and actually 2nd down and 1. It's Winston again. 1 cut and go up the middle. He's inside the Beaver 47. First down Vikings on the march here. Under 7 to go.
See the patience there. He got the handoff, slowly went to his left, saw where the hole was, planted his foot, and was in the hole in a hurry.
First down and 10. Vikings on the march again. They've been efficient. Just 1 3 and out for the Vikings. Otherwise, 4 scores in this first half. It's Hagelin in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Going to roll to his right. Going to throw. And has his receiver sideline.
Miles Steinhoff on the catch.
It's like a running bubble play where the receivers are allowed to block downfield because you get out of the pocket. It's kind of a tricky play to defend because it looks like a run. One of the receivers doesn't go into the pattern,
Yeah,
It's a long way for the safety to go to try to make a play on Miles.
Does a good job of running parallel with the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He can run as well. And it's a second down and long 2, we'll call it.
Malik.
It's a run.
Oh.
Near side,
Hey.
Malik. Making people miss at the 25, and it's a Vikings first down.
Now,
That official is going to have a hard time eating his Cheerios tomorrow. He just got trucked by Malik.
so if you weren't watching that, Malik went right up the middle and ran over the official in the middle of the field.
Now he's
That guy-
part of the field, right?
He's
He
looking to
is.
put on a helmet and pads, though, because he took a pretty good hit.
There was some acceleration on that run.
Up near the 24-yard line, a gain of 16. Winston starting left, up the middle, flag comes in, making people miss near the 24. And I imagine this one's going to be coming back.
Looks like a hold, yep.
Good throw by the official. He threw that pretty hard at the line.
did.
Probably a former quarterback, not a former lineman.
They're athletes too, you know.
Absolutely. They don't get a lot of chance of throwing, though.
They don't.
First down. They'll repeat. And all the way back to the 36.
4:39 left. in
About
the second.
12 on that. Second down. And 22, we'll call it at the 36-yard line. Hagelin. Hard count, but then we'll look at the sideline for maybe a new
Four
play.
four wides, twins. Haven't seen that formation in a while.
Right hashes the ball. Fake the handoff, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up.
That was headed on a little slant to Miles.
Yep.
The defensive lineman did a nice job of getting his hands up.
Hertzmeyer for Reedsburg.
That's a Reedsburg name. He must
It
have an
is.
older brother. Played a couple years ago on a really good Reedsburg team.
Yep.
Second down and 22 back at the Beavers 36. Hagelin will hand off. Winston, right, making a cut. The 25, Winston fighting inside the 17-yard line and awfully close to the 15, and maybe another Vikings first down.
He ran through 4 tackles before he was brought down. That's a heck of a run.
21 yards on that run for Winston.
No, I think they've marked him a half yard short there, Brad.
So third and short after a second and 22. Handoff, Winston again, starting left. He'll
Good
end up
cut
right
back.
side, still on his feet. Winston inside the 5-yard line and near the 3, maybe the 2.
Just folded that back to the backside and just accelerated right through an arm tackle of a Reedsburg defensive tackle.
First and goal at the 3. He gets 12 more.
A lot of room for crew ball down there on the bottom. Just run a simple slant if they choose to throw it to him.
Yeah, man coverage down here.
Man,
First and goal. And they'll fake the jet sweep, handoff Winston, and he's bottled up after a modest gain. Maybe a yard, maybe no gain. Tough angle.
good tackle by Carter Daniels of Reedsburg.
Down to 2. Second and goal at the 2. 3:20 left here and counting in this second quarter. Vikings on top 27-7 on their homecoming nights. Vikings go heavy. Handoff, Winston, left side, puts his head down. Winston scoots in for another Viking score.
You know, that's where the Reedsburg linebacker thought he made the play. He came up to make the hit behind the line. Malik just lowered his shoulder and ran him over and ran into the end zone.
Ran right through him.
Now, if you're listening to this, you might think, wow, Malik Winston must be quite a running back because these guys simply love him. But seriously, folks, if you get a chance to watch him, we're just telling you how he runs. He runs hard, and he runs very physical. So if you come to make up a tackle on him, you come up to make a tackle, he will run you over.
Virtue Saudi on for the extra point try. End over and kick is up and good. And our new score, Mount Horeb at Barneveld 34. And the Reedsburg Beavers 7 right here on Wisco Radio. Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Got a full press box full of people up here. Must be a big night.
It's homecoming 2017.
If it's not hot enough, let's put more people up
Let's
here.
get them up here, yep. See if we can fit 20 more in
Got
here.
a couple football minions up here.
We do.
Shorties. I don't know where these guys came from. Somebody check their IDs.
What's more exciting, watching us talk or watching the football game?
Well, not the last 2 games.
Come
He said
on
watching the
up.
Brewers.
Watch
but-
the freak show. Always a fun week. Enjoy our time on the air. Give our regulars a break. Nice to have Owen Ziegler here with us here tonight. He's been a pretty good play caller here in his first half.
He's an offensive wizard, a genius.
He's a wizard.
Pertusati end over and kick drives McMillan into the end zone for another touchback.
Well, I wouldn't expect Reedsburg to get too carried away with the football right now, the way Mount Horeb is moving the ball.
And stay tuned here. We have 3 minutes until halftime. We're going to hook up with our good friend Bryce Hopwood down in Texas. We'll spend some time with him, see what's going on with our main man from last year.
We do have all 3 timeouts left, correct, Brad? I can't see the scoreboard from here. This palatial press box print.
We're going to go with that, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
The pitch near side, it's Orzewski.
Fumble, he got poked
Ball
away.
comes out, and Coach
Like a
Kleppe was all
Reedsburg.
over that one.
Like Reedsburg got back on top of it.
Runner being a little tentative there. It looked like he had a little room to the right, and he
And a
didn't
late flag.
accelerate. He slowed down and got it poked away. Looks like the sideline got flagged from.
Probably a sideline warning. Kleppe sometimes forgets he doesn't have pants on. Tell you what, though, just watching this program, and we see almost every game, the enthusiasm, the way the kids play for a coach, or coaching staff. It's not just Coach Kleppe, but you can see it. Hard-nosed, they fly around the ball.
So it looks like it was a warning.
Just a
sideline
Warning, yep.
That's the right call.
Well, all the work and all the togetherness and the bonding starts in the summertime. And Coach Klepp, he lifts as harder than the boys do when they're in the weight room. They got some pretty good modeling going on with them and a lot of the other coaches on staff.
2:40 counting. It's going to be pitched left side. McMillan trying to find the corner. Gassman had a shot on, missed him. Going to make a cut inside and a decent run up to the 30-yard line.
Pretty well blocked by Reedsburg on that play.
34-7 is our score.
2:23 left in the second quarter.
It's kind of interesting, though, an offense like this, you wonder if the score remains this, when do you put your second team in? It's a tough call with an offense like this.
It is.
3rd down and 1. Up around the 30-yard line.
They move. False start, Reedsburg. They're split end here on the right side, jumped. Going to make this 3rd down a little bit longer, Brad.
Yeah, 5 yards longer. 3rd down and 6.
Owen. Run. Pass.
I mean, they haven't passed in a while, so I got to go with that. Plus, they have to get it going sometime if they want to come back into this game. So.
Yep, for sure.
3rd down and 6 now after the false start. Cruz got a fullback and 2 wingbacks to work with. McMillan in motion again, and a flag comes in.
Gonna back them up again.
This is not helping their cause.
No.
1:42 here. Clock is stopped momentarily. One more traveling call.
You got to keep that pivot foot down,
You
man.
guys
It's
would
a tough thing to
appreciate
do.
that call, right?
You got to keep that pivot foot down.
3rd down and 11 now after being 3rd and 1. And timeout on the field. We'll keep things right here.
I'm sure Reedsburg was hoping to keep the ball away from MHB for another drive, and now Coach Klepp has used the timeout to
Yeah, so the Vikings will have 2 left, and they stop him here.
stop here, use another one. You got 1 to use with your offense.
42,
So
and
plenty of time for us to to put it in the end zone, that's for sure.
You know, this being the 2017 homecoming, let's do a little shout out to some of the alumni who are around the country actually playing football right now. Down in Western Illinois, there's Isaiah LaSure. Zeke, his team is 2-0 right now.
They are.
And he's a starting wide receiver for them. Also, Trey Reckner, who's playing football at Northern Iowa. He's a tight end there. Max Myler, hey, Max, if you're listening down in Lindenwood, give us a shout. He's down there playing quarterback, and he threw his first touchdown a couple weeks ago.
He did.
Yeah, 56-yarder.
Zach Steckline, he's playing for St. Cloud State.
He's a Husky.
Yes. Yeah. And Wyatt Thompson playing for the UW-Platteville Pioneers. He's a
big part of that 2-0 team.
Leading rusher. We'll be back to with some alumni shout-outs later, but hope all you alumni are listening out there. It gives you a chance to stay connected. Always listening to Wisco Radio.
What else would they be doing on a Friday night?
Exactly.
3rd down and 11 from the Beaver 24-yard line. Trying to convert here. Cruiser up the middle to Licht, and not much doing.
Another timeout by Coach Klepp. Going to force a punt.
Maybe 3 on that officially. A 4th and 8 coming up, timeout on the field.
A couple more shout-outs to the alumni. We got Jackson Rose, who's also on the UW-Platteville roster, as well as at UW-Whitewater, our own Nathaniel Osterloo. He's playing a little wide out for them. The 1-2 Warhawks off to a tough start right now, but I have a feeling they're going to get it rolling. Also, Nick Dolinger, he's at Carroll University. He's a linebacker there. And we've also got some other alumni who don't play football but are playing other sports. Got Coach Fred's own son, Drew Fred, playing at UW Stevens Point, plays basketball there. Nadia Williams, that would be Zeke LaSure's sister, is at Central Michigan in track. Also Cassie Handrick playing soccer up at UW La Crosse, as well as Tarek Nessheim. I hope you're listening, Tarek. Tarek playing basketball up at UW La Crosse.
Yeah, La Crosse getting a new basketball coach.
It's coming up.
Coach anyway, Coach Ken Cable, after a successful career at La Crosse, stepped away from his head coaching duties. Good man. Known Ken actually a long time from the admissions world. Good guy. And back to live action here. 4th down and 8 for Reedsburg. It's McMillan now from his own 10-yard line. Classy with a chance at his 47. End over and kick angling sideline, and Mount Horeb will get good starting field position at the Reedsburg 48-yard line. They've got a chance here with 1 timeout left. They wanted to keep the ball away from Classy in that situation,
which didn't seem to work for them now that they're giving us the ball in their territory.
Well, they're going to mark it all the way up to the 43-yard line.
I thought it was about the 48 too, Brad. By the way, it looked like it flew out of bounds. But
good opportunity here to keep doors wide open. It's a 34-7 Vikings lead. 1:31 left until halftime, but a great chance here. 1st down and 10 at the Reedsburg 43. Starting offense back on out there for the Vikings. Winston in the backfield, 3 receivers set for Hagelin. 1 receiver to the right. Hagelin fakes a handoff, throws over the middle, and it is caught. Yes, up near the 36, maybe the 35.
Nice grab by Caden. The defender was on him immediately and did a really good job of holding on to that.
We'll give him 7, 2nd and a long 3 up near the 36-yard line. Get on the right hash is the ball. Hagelin will throw right side. And another catch by Lee. Eludes 1 tackler, their far side. The 20, the 10, the 5, and he is in for the score. Wow, 2 plays, a 36-yard touchdown strike to Caden Lee.
Just a little stop route out on the edge, but we had trips to the left, so Caden was all by himself on the right side. He just had to make one guy miss, and there was nothing but green grass ahead of him. He was able to stay in bounds at about the 10-yard line and just danced right it in.
We should have asked Ziegler about that play.
I'm sure that's what you were thinking, right? Oh, they're just going to run a little stop route with trips left to Caden on the right, a little stop route.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Going for 2 instead of the extra point.
Malik.
And a run left side, and Malik dives for the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is good. 58 seconds remaining. And the 2-point conversion.
Mark, is it too early for the dagger?
Is good. It's a 42-7 Vikings lead. We'll keep things right here.
No.
We're in the first half still.
Impressive first half for the Vikings. They are leaving no doubt for these visiting Reedsburg Beavers. And I think the turning point's got to be that touchdown run by by Dino really kind of
The scoop and score
think
gave him
put
that
things-
separation, put pressure on Reedsburg.
Absolutely. This is not a high-powered offense by any means.
No, not a play from behind, not where you can play from this far behind to catch up just running the ball, especially the way we're defending the run.
The proverbial rock is rolling downhill for MHB right now, and Reedsburg's in the way.
You know, the one blemish here this year, even in that game, guys, Mount Horeb played pretty well.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Waunakee got a really good football team, but they had a chance late. They made a go at it and made some plays. They're explosive, and they're matched up with some of the best in the state.
Well, they probably have 2 or 3 Division I football players on their high school roster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
several
One on
D1
offense,
football
one on
players.
defense.
We're going to be playing Saturday next year.
Yep.
Yeah,
And, of course, they'll move up in the playoffs. The Vikings are in Division III, so they'll even miss the likes of, say, Monona Grove, teams like that. Andover and kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Just under a minute here until halftime. Like we mentioned, we're going to have Bryce Hopwood joining us on our Wisco Radio halftime show. He's got been busy down there doing some things. We'll talk about some of the work he's doing down there. Always good to talk with Hoppy. Miss him up here.
no doubt. One of our favorite people up here in Mount Horeb, that's for sure.
I liked it because he gave me shout-outs all the time.
He
but
did, didn't he?
He should. First down and 10, Reedsburg from their own 20-yard line. It's a handoff, lick left side and getting up near the 25. Might be one of the last plays here this first half, maybe one more. We'll give us officially 5. Second down and 5. Actually closer to 6. We want to be efficient here. Handoff for Zuski right side. He gets a couple more, and that
Kids are
will
working on the
likely be the final play here. 15 ticks left until halftime. And it will be our final play of this first half. And the Vikings, in dominating fashion, lead this one 42-7 as we go to our break, an extended halftime here today. So we'll take a break and come back and try to get hooked up with our main man, Hoppy, and then come back and take a look at that first half. You're listening to the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
is really stepping up and playing really well too.
Talking with Mount Horeb alumni Bryce Hopwood here on our Wisco Radio halftime show. And you live in the state of Texas, Bryce. I'm wondering if you made it to a high school football game yet in Texas.
You know, I have not, but I'm definitely waiting. I've been keeping my eyes out for some of the big matchups down here. I'll tell you what, some of the high school stadiums down here look like they're D3 college stadiums, and it's absolutely insane to see this difference of, these small Wisconsin towns to you get these bigger Texas schools, and they are just, it is crazy what goes in. Driving by from work in the morning, you see the lights on. They're practicing early in the morning, and it's just insane to me.
Well, and the one thing that they have is they have the weather. They can practice year-round, and that's why all the skill players come from Texas and Florida and places like that.
Yeah, that's a great point. And, I was talking to a coworker of mine played college baseball, and he was talking about how year-round they're always playing something. So somebody from the north as a skill player, though, in baseball and football, if it's a pitcher in baseball, they're going to actually draft somebody from the northern state because they don't throw as many innings, rather than a Texas kid who throws year-round and is throwing many innings, or, a kid who's taking a lot of hits and, just wearing the sports and you have the same season, but you're not doing those summer drills as much, or, they're more focused and specialized in a spring, or, playing something in the spring football related, and you're taking those hits or throwing if you're a quarterback and using your body around like that.
Well, Hoppy, been really good to talk to, and any other questions for our main man here, guys?
Looking forward to the invite to be on your podcast, and looking forward to seeing you when you get back home sometime, buddy.
Yeah, Hoppy.
Thank you, sir. That was one of my favorite Christmas albums, Michael Bublé. It's a well-known song, but I'll be home for Christmas.
We'll catch a basketball game or two when you come back.
Absolutely.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, if it's a home game, you know where your seat's going to be at.
Yeah, I hope so.
Sounds good, buddy. Be safe down there, and great to talk to you.
I definitely will be. Thanks, guys, so much. Hey, call a good rest of the one.
All right.
See you,
thank you. That's our friend Bryce Hopwood down in Warren, Texas as well, right here on our Wisco Radio halftime show. We'll take it on a break and break down this first half. This is the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Brad hooked it up.
20-7 Mount Horeb Barneveld lead at the half. Take a look at the scoring. It's been mostly Mount Horeb, but take a look at that. Mount Horeb elected to receive the ball. A 4-play, 80-yard drive to start the game. A Miles Steinhoff 56-yard touchdown reception. At the 10:44 mark of the first quarter, extra point was good. It was 7-0. Reedsburg would take their opening drive, 6 plays, 67 yards. A lot of that big penalty coming after a big run. They'd knock it in from the 1-yard line, actually the 18-yard line. It was 4th and 1 from the 18. Extra point was good. It was a 7-7 ball game with 7:53 left in the first quarter. Mount Horeb Barneveld will take their next drive. 4 plays, 90 yards. And did not write down actually who had that. You guys remember who had that second touchdown score, that run? Yeah, I didn't write it down. Was it Malik?
Both of us are speechless. We're a big help.
Did not do very good on my notes here. I got too involved, I guess. But the Vikings at the 6:43 mark would take a 13-7 lead. The extra point was missed. We think the turning point in this first half belongs at the 5:02 mark. It was Tyler Dino scooping up a pitch fumble and running in from 32 yards out, making a 20-7 score with 5:02 left in the first quarter. They would strike from the first play. In the second quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run. Again, I missed that one as well. So,
well, I know that Luke ran one in, and he might have been
the
first one on the keeper.
Yep.
Little spinning run down there on the south end of the field.
And I think it was
Jack Fry got the next one.
Jack Fry, yep. There we go. See, that's why I bring you guys along.
All right.
A 11-play, 66-yard drive, and Jack Fry capped it off with a 2-yard touchdown run, 27-7. At that point, the Vikings would tack on 2 more scores at the 2:57 mark of the second quarter. An efficient 11-play, 65-yard drive. This one capped off by Malik Winston. Had that one written down, touchdown run from 2 yards out, a 34-7 ball game with 3 minutes left. The defense would force a punt, and the Vikings, 2 plays, 43 yards. Caden Lee with a big 36-yard touchdown reception to end the first half. And the 2-point conversion was good, a 42-7 halftime score.
Well, it was a first half where Reedsburg did move the ball a little bit in their opening drive, but Vikings decided they were going to throw the ball a little bit more tonight, which we did with some great success early, hitting Classy and Caden Lee early with some big plays, and Caden Lee late again, but the constant throughout that first half, I would say, was number 6. Inside, outside, he was really moving the ball well.
No question. So now, what does Reedsburg do here? Do they? And we've talked about this in the first half. Do they go away from the pounding the rock? Do they start throwing, or do they just let's go in, let's be who we are? We run the ball all the time, and we're not going to change, even though they're down 42. They're down 35 points.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have a running clock to start the second half. So they're not really going to have a whole lot of time to run their way back into the game. So I would guess you're going to have to see a couple of throws.
Second half kickoff underway, and an over kick picked up near side by Horzuski, and he's dumped out of bounds up around the 35-yard line. The submarine Ian Cunningham doing work, but a flag comes in, probably a legal block. They'll march him back, but Cunningham with maybe a highlight hit of this game. Boy,
Cal
they fly
Ross.
the ball, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
That was physical.
It was clean.
That'll hurt.
It was legal.
That'll hurt tomorrow.
And it was vicious.
Staying with our alumni shout-outs, 2 guys that are up at UW Oshkosh, Nick Nolte and Colin Byer, playing for the number 3 ranked team in the country, the Titans from Oshkosh. Hey, fellas. Nick, I hope you're listening.
And Colin.
And Colin.
It takes a while to
Save
run
the
through
best
all
for
these
last.
alumni.
I know.
Tell you
Well,
what.
Brett Jurdy graduated last year. He was a heck of a lineman for Platteville, too. So there's been some current and former guys from college that are playing with great success.
Reedsburg all the way back to the 9-yard line. First down and 10 for the Beavers. And it'll be handoff
Lichty.
to Lichty.
You know, part of playing against this offense is staying assignment sound, and the quarterback gets hit every single time, whether he has the ball or not, because that is someone's job to always have him, whether he's got it or not. So he's taking a hit on every single play.
2nd and 5 will call it up around the 14-yard line. And whistles come in and flags, usually hand in hand.
Clock.
What are the rules on stopping when there's a 35-point lead?
35-point lead. If it goes under 35, though, they'll stop it, which I think they changed that rule. It used to be it would just keep on running regardless if the deficit was smaller than 35. Now they do stop it.
Change possession and penalties?
And penalties.
Okay. Because they stopped it right there for that penalty.
But then they wound it once they marked it off.
Okay.
2nd down and 10. Back at the 9. The edge run left side by McMillan. It might have enough for a Beaver first down up across the 25-yard line.
The best play they've really had since the first quarter, their first drive. This is where, as a team, though, you build this kind of lead at halftime, and it's really important to come out and keep your foot on the gas. Don't relax. Don't think you have it in hand. You got to just keep playing football. You got to keep playing the game, not the score.
First down and 10 up around the 25-yard line. And handoff to Lichty again. He's stacked up on the right side. Plugging up the middle.
Yep, Gabe Schultz.
Yeah, a couple times we've called his name.
He is an immovable object in the middle.
Blaine, let us know when you get to the bottom of that cooler and what you find. Want to thank Kelly Nessheim and my better half, Kelly, for providing refreshments upstairs. Just water, in case you're wondering.
Good job by Brady Gassman closing down that hole from this defensive end spot, outside linebacker spot.
First time we have a cooler of ice-cold water. It's that warm up here, and it's great. So thank you, always taking care of the Wisco operation, even us old guys. A 3rd down play coming up. 3rd and 8, up around the 27-yard line. It's pass right side, and
right through his hands.
Have not completed one here tonight, according to my calculations.
Which are always spot on.
They are on point for sure. Yep. This homecoming crowd thinned out a bit.
Everybody's had enough of the heat for one day, I think.
Nice night for football.
It is.
4th down and 8 at their own 27-yard line. Do you think fake punt here, Owen?
Not at all.
Not at all? All right. Am I the only one? McMillan gets off a nice spiraling punt. Classy is not even going to bother. Not worth the effort, and it'll die at the 33-yard. I don't blame him.
I don't either.
So the clock does stop for the change of possession. Otherwise, it will be running throughout most of the plays. They will mark it up around the 33-yard line for Mount Horeb, and starting offense remains out there. They're going to keep their rhythm going.
You got to keep your rhythm going. It's a tough thing. Again, when you get that lead,
a lot of time left in this game.
Yeah, you don't start subbing yet.
42-7, Vikings lead with the ball. 1st down and 10 from their own 33. It's a handoff. Winston near side on the left. Puts his head down and fights his way up to the 41-yard line. Got tripped up. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Oof. It's a gain of 8.
If there would have been a guy at his feet, he was gone, because the guy that just put a shoulder in him would not have knocked him down. That was a heck of a run. Good blocking on the edge. Eli Williams at left tackle there.
The run blocking's been sound, and the pass blocking's been very good as well. 2nd down and 2 from their own 41. Hagelin back to pass. Pump fakes. And going to throw it near side. Has his man Krubal. And going to find a Vikings 1st down inside the Beaver territory. He's up around the 47-yard line.
just battling for yards. He gets knocked out of bounds, but 3 Reedsburg guys go down, and Krubau's still on his feet.
Eli Williams downfield to help with a little protection of his wide receiver.
That is a Vikings first down. Move the sticks. We'll call it the 47. Inside the 47.
Reedsburg 46, first and 10 Vikings.
2 receivers to Hagelin's right. He'll shift Winston to his right-hand side. Ball in the left hash. Hagelin back to pass. Pumps again. Has time. He dances. In the pocket. He'll throw. Downfield for Gassman. Tipped up in the air. And it falls incomplete. It looks like Krubal might have had a chance, but it does fall incomplete. Second down coming up. No discredit to Brady, but not the athlete that Zach Classy is jumping for the ball.
No. That would have been a tough play. Pretty good defense there by Reedsburg.
Second down and 10. Clock will run here with a 35-point lead. Vikings up 42-7, 5.5 to go. Moving quickly. Winston with the carry right side. Spins up inside the 40 near the 38-yard line.
Stopped completely in the backfield, looked around and picked a hole, and he just burst right through it for 7 yards.
We'll call it the 39. Third and long 2.
Probably 2 downs to get 3 yards, wouldn't you say?
I would think so. Easy math.
Easy math.
Third down and 2. Hagelin in the shotgun. Back to pass. Blitz coming. He'll throw right side, and Classy couldn't haul it in. He had him, and Classy couldn't bring that one in. A 4th down coming up.
Punt, play for little field position, or go for it?
This would
Say
be
go for it. What do you think,
go
Owen?
for it.
I'd say go for it. If you get the first down, you can run a lot more clock.
There you go.
You're at the 39, and smart man up here. Run some clock.
Who are you giving it to?
Malik.
Another smart move.
We'll see if it is 4th down and 2. It's a handoff. Winston. Left side, he dives up near the 36. I think he might have.
He's
a
got
Vikings first down. Need to get to the 37. Got to the 36.
I put it away.
Good call, Owen.
And there it is. First and 10. Ziegler with another one.
First and 10 Vikings.
You might get a contract extension if you're not careful. Vikings will split out. 3 receivers to the right. Ball in the left hash. Crew ball near side. Hagelin in shotgun. Winston back there. Back to pass. Has time. He'll throw. Middle of the field looking for it. Crew ball goes up top for it, and it's incomplete.
Hagelin's pass is incomplete.
Good play by the Reedsburg defender as he hit Kruba just as the ball got there. Tyler a little slow getting up.
It's a good throw, but you had the safety over the top, and he was able to break that up right at the end. Tyler might have rolled that ankle again. Been dealing with a bad right ankle since this summer.
Ball in left hash. Second down and 10 for the Vikings at the Beavers 36. Hagelin will hand off Winston. That's been working. He makes a cut. Inside another cut at the 25. Winston with people on his back inside the 15-yard line.
You know, if you're looking for a running back with quick acceleration through a hole, Malik is the one you should be watching.
That's a big-time move right there by him.
Give him 24 on that run. First down and 10. They can get a first down up around the 2.
Colleges will know his name shortly.
I'm sure they do already.
Absolutely.
First down and 10. It's a run left side, initiating contact and fights for a couple. Always moving forward, positive yards after contact.
Having a veteran offensive line also helps out a running back of his ability. We got a lot of guys up front that have 2-year starters.
Second down and 5. Handoff. Left side. He spins in for another Viking score.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Reedsburg defender met him at the goal line, and Malik won that battle.
Winston from about 10 yards out. 2:18 left on this third quarter clock. And Pertusati on for the extra point try. Try to make this 49-7. Winston having himself a night. Lines are down. Snap back, ball down, kick up in the air, end over end. Kick is good through the uprights. It's a 49-7 Vikings lead right here on Wisco Radio. Mount Horeb High School, Brad Richardson, Mark Frederickson, Jack Perrine, Owen Ziegler, Blaine Bestel, Adrian Bestel, Tyler Anderson. Manchester's here. Little Nessheim's here. TA. Your dad's TA to me, so it's the other way around. Yeah.
A cast of thousands.
It is a put-together crew with duct tape and gaff tape. Yep, some screws. There's some screws loose.
There's a lot of wing nuts over here is what there is.
Absolutely.
We needed Phillips, and we got straight edge. So 49-7. Vikings looked very good here tonight. Last 3 weeks they've looked good. Bumping road against Wanakee, but one of the best teams in the state. And won't see them in the playoffs with their 1,200 kids. And the kickoff in the end zone. Seems like a fair fight, right?
Absolutely.
You know? Blaine, you want to check your video over there, bud? Vikings will be in, assuming they make the playoffs, they'll be in Division III. And I would think they have last year's upset loss on their minds as they're working through this season.
Yeah. Well, they look the part right now, Brad. That is for sure. Make a deep run.
First down and 10, and is that a new quarterback for Reedsburg?
Number 10.
Yes, it is. They'll pitch it left side. And that is Hayden Hahn. Say that one fast 3 times.
Well, the Hahn is a popular name for football up there in Reedsburg. Many Hahns have gone through the program.
So they're going to lose a yard on that pitch. And Vikings are playing for the big W here. They got their starting defense in here, I imagine, through the third quarter. Can't blame them. Hahn tries the quarterback keeper, and he's ripped down by Dino. And lose another one. Yeah, we've kind of seen this with this team. They get a big lead and put in those guys who aren't quite used to some of these offenses. And
well, you got these seniors playing their final homecoming game, so I'm sure that plays in it a little bit. But also, you're just trying to stay in a rhythm.
Third down and 12, back near their own 18-yard line. It's Hahn under center. He's going to pitch near side, and Gassman's there on the end, and drop him back near the 13-yard line.
Gassman
had
Scotty
no
Hall.
chance.
Scotty Hall and Gassman.
Sturkowitz.
That would hurt. Those two guys hitting you.
Those two guys get a hold of you, you're not going anywhere fast.
No.
They lose 4. Fourth down and 16, a 3-and-out for Reedsburg with 38 ticks remaining until this fourth quarter turns over. And McMillan from his own 2-yard line. It's Classy at midfield. Beautiful logo. I love that. MHB. Midfield. McMillan going to get off a angling punt near side. And Classy will pick it up on the run to 45. And Classy taken down up around the 41-yard line.
A lot of young guys buckling up their chin straps right now, so we might see a little line change here.
Getting a little time under Friday Night Lights.
And that's last play of the third quarter. We'll turn our attention to the fourth, where the Vikings, Mount Horeb at Barneveld, leading 49-7. We'll take a break. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
By picking up any trash and getting